Howdy out there, folks. Today we're going to be talking about 1994's Clerks, a Kevin Smith film. He, of course, famously made this movie after selling many of his comics that he had. Apparently he was an avid comic collector and sold most of his collection in order to fund this film. And it was filmed with security cameras, of all things, inside a real gas and sip. And what can we say about Kevin Smith that hasn't been said before? I mean, he can make a viewer laugh like few film directors can. I mean, he's one of those just really interesting filmmakers who I think on balance has yet to make a complete film, but he has moments that are just absolutely inspired. His ability to just mine laughter through clever dialogue and interesting situations is really pretty unparalleled. But again, one of the things that I've noticed about pretty much all of his films is that I think they overstay their welcome. But interestingly enough, I think Clerks, his first film, is one that probably works better than all of the other movies he's made. It seems like it's his leanest effort. It's filled with his hallmark, just absolute vulgar comedy that you can't believe you're laughing at, but you laugh like with a belly laugh that is just absolutely infectious. He's really a talented filmmaker. I just feel like he needs an editor or someone to kind of pull in his worse or his his less productive instincts when it comes to filmmaking. Even his film Tusk, which I don't own, is just such a bizarre experiment that really doesn't work, but my God, when it does, it's just absolutely the most horrifying and funny thing I've ever seen. Again, I'm not the biggest Kevin Smith fan, but I absolutely do appreciate the sort of filmmaking sensibility that he brings to the table, and I think this movie is probably my favorite of his. I didn't care for the sequel. I thought that it was funny in parts, like most of his films, but just it didn't have the same zest that this original film had. This is really sort of a lightning in a bottle film. And interestingly enough, one of the other things that he has said is that Richard Linklater's Slacker was the movie that convinced him that he could make something himself. And again, after selling much of his comic collection to pay for the production, obviously it was a gambit that's paid off because he's made several films since. But Clerks is definitely one of those movies that has to be seen. I highly recommend it. It's got some just terrific dialogue and some crazy sequences in it that you won't soon forget. So on that note, and just incidentally, this is the standard def DVD. I don't believe any of his films have yet received the Blu-ray treatment, at least not his more desirable ones, and I don't know why that is. I have Dogma as well on standard def, and that too is a movie I believe that's out of print and not really available in any other format except standard def. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but in any case, it's not as though Clerks in particular needs a high def transfer. This was a crude film made with crude technology and is probably best seen on a VHS tape or the standard def DVD. So on that note, please take care out there, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and keep watching good cinema.